3 tips to feel like a superhuman when you start sparring. Now, all likelihood is if you've just started sparring MMA or Muay Thai, boxing, whatever it is, you're sparring with other beginners. It still happens sometimes, but it's unlikely in 2024. A gym's just going to throw you in with someone who's already an accomplished amateur or pro fighter, and they're just going to bash your brains out. You know, you're probably going to be sparring with other beginners, and these work so well, these 3 tips. So, number 1 is putting a little feint before your actions. You'll often see in a beginner level sparring, they're really tense, they're closing their eyes, they're finally summoning up the confidence to throw the hit, and it's a big swing or it's one big kick, and it's very open. It doesn't land as clean, or they're just miles out of range. Because they're scared, they're not comfortable in range, and they're not feinting to get into distance. They're just throwing that one big shot, it's missing, and then they get panicked. It's very common, you see that low kick miss, and then the complete eyes closed, strange little Batman Kali dance happen. Just a little feint to bring the back leg in, make them tense, make them feint, because these feints are going to work 100 times more against other beginners. So a little feint could be a jab feint, could be a hip feint, could be a knee feint, boom, and then you hit whatever your shot is. Boom, and jab. If you just want to keep it simple, just hit that one shot after. Boom, and then hit your low kick. Chances are as well, you'll make someone pull back and reach their hands out, opening around the side, and you can crack into that low kick as well. Number 2 is double jab. Again, a lot of beginner sparring, you see them terrified to cover the range. They'll be thrown from miles away, kind of shadow box in front of each other and missing shots by a mile. If you want to cover that distance and get them out of position whilst you're doing it, probably the double jab is one of your best bets. Now, it's very important in the double jab that you keep your weight in your back leg, because if you lunge into your double jab, stretch yourself out, or bring your chin past your knee, you're setting yourself up to get countered. So just bring your weight down onto that back leg. Do a lot of squats and do a lot of split squats. I know they're the hardest exercises. I know they're really taxing, but you get so much out of it because so many people at beginner level are allergic to using the quads. They'll drag their feet along the floor like Frankenstein. They'll have big, stiff, straight legs. Bend that back leg, and then you double jab in, boom, boom. And then a lot of the time at that beginner level, anything that you pick, anything you can choose. The world's your oyster. You'll get people flinching. You'll get people leaning back over their back leg. So you've got those shots to the head, shots to the leg, shots to the body, which brings us on to number 3, is headhunt a lot less. People aren't hitting as many different targets. Outside of the big low kick, big swinging low kick, people don't mix up the targets at a beginner level in sparring. So a really good idea is once you get someone out of position with your feints, with your double jabs, with your combination, chances are at a beginner level, they'll lean the head back over their back leg, and then they become right for their picking. But if you keep chasing the head, chances are you haven't got that ability to keep your shape yet. You'll fall forward, you'll end up in a clinch, or you'll end up getting counted possibly. So when you see someone leaning back, don't chase that head because it's going to put you out of position. They've put themselves out of position, leaning back. But if you always chase the head, it's very easy to put yourself out of position. So keep yourself in position, dig that body, dig the leg. You can go a little bit harder to the body and legs in sparring. You don't have to go big concussive blows to the head all the time. Not smart for longevity, but a little bit more power in the leg kick, a little bit more power in the body shot. It's only just going to add a little bit of conditioning. If you're going to put, and it's generally a good habit as well, to get you out of headhunting mode. If you're going to put your power in the shots, put them to the body. A lot of the time, it's just the quicker shots to the head because that's what you want to do. But if you get someone out of position with that double jab, they're leaning back, boom, dig that cross to the body, boom, maybe just a jab to the body if you're not confident for full combinations yet. You get them out of position, boom, boom, low kick. Don't chase their body, don't chase their head. Go to the body, go to the legs. It's going to make it a much easier time for you. If you like techniques, if you want to learn how to beat up the 40-year-old something salary men who come in late from work because they've been trying to feed and support their family, and they're at the end of their tether, but they managed to make it into the MMA session just on time. It's their one little respite, but you want to bash them, follow the channel, subscribe, hard 10 at Rep Gear, boom, come train with me.